I'd have been a prison guard for over a decade when the world SIs suddenly turned to us, and not for the usual reasons of riots, escapes, or inmate violence. This time what arrived was international news, real geopolitical drama happening just beyond those walls, but it was soon to touch us in ways no one expected. The president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, had been captured in a stunning US military operation. A strike that shook Caracas and led to his transport to a high-security facility in the United States to face narco-terrorism and drug trafficking charges. The announcement came over the radio one night when I was finishing my shift. The screens in the break room were tuned to global news, and there he was, handcuffed, being led into a courthouse in New York, his face a mask of defiance and exhaustion. Maduro was no ordinary prisoner. He was one of the most controversial leaders in recent history, accused of corruption, electoral manipulation, and human rights abuses during his long tenure. Before I tell you what happened next, if you're re-listening to this story and you want more chilling accounts of real-world prison mysteries mixed with current events, make sure you subscribe now, because what I'm about to describe still keeps me awake at night. The administration moved him quietly into one of our most secure blocks, a wing normally reserved for inmates with political, criminal, and intelligence backgrounds, too sensitive to house in public institutions. They assigned him to cell C-108, a spot so isolated that even senior guards rarely went near it. There was a slickness to the secrecy that didn't sit right with me. The way it was handled suggested that this wasn't just legal custody. It was containment. Like locking up something dangerous and unpredictable. The first night he arrived, the block was silent. Too silent. Surveillance screens flickered as his transport passed through. Staff, who usually joked nervously that the air itself seemed to hold its breath. I stood outside his cell while the warden handed off the keys. Maduro didn't speak, didn't protest. He just walked in, arms uncuffed, eyes, holding a calm that felt asterisk. Wrong asterisk, given the chaos that had just erupted across international headlines. When we shut the door, a shiver of electricity ran up my spine. I couldn't explain it. It was as if the air grew thicker, heavier, like the room itself was holding something in with him. That night, strange sounds began. Not loud at first, faint whispers that seemed to echo before the guard at the station could chalk them up to radio interference or old wiring. But by 2:17 a.m., it became unmistakable. Someone was chanting from inside C-108. Not speaking, chanting, a tone low and rhythmic, almost like a ritual. But only one person was in that cell. I looked at the camera feed and froze. The lights in the corridor dimmed and brightened repeatedly without a cause on the control panel, whereas every other cell's feed was sharp and consistent. C-108 looked distorted, as if viewed through rippling water. When I zoomed in on Maduro, he wasn't moving. His lips weren't visibly forming words. Yet the voice continued guttural, synchronized. Asterisk. There. Asterisk. If you're still here, enthralled by this, and you haven't subscribed yet, asterisk pause and subscribe asterisk. Because the twist that follows is something I could hardly believe myself. That same night, more activity was triggered. All cameras in the block went offline for exactly asterisk. Asterisk for minutes and 32 seconds asterisk. Asterisk a blackout that didn't register on any of the backups. When the feeds returned, alarms began blaring. Every other inmate was calm, completely unmoved, except for one older prisoner who was found outside his cell, trembling, eyes wide open, muttering that he heard them calling out names, and his wasn't one of them. We rushed to C-108. The door was closed but unsecured, as though someone had turned the lock from the inside. The moment the latch clicked open, a cold gust, like deep underground wind, swept past us. The cell was empty. Maduro was gone. No struggle. No broken locks. No alarms breached. His bed was neatly made. His cup untouched. Only a single cryptic message scratched into the concrete floor. He follows the voices. The guards wept. Some refused to return to duty that shift. Superiors said it would be reported as a procedural escape, aided by undisclosed security personnel. Basically a lie to protect national interests and avoid a scandal. But we all knew it wasn't human. Not just because the disappearance was impossible by known means, but because when the president vanished, another thing remained. Shadow figures on the surveillance footage. Far too many, moving behind walls where no person could stand. International reactions were immediate and volatile. The world powers argued over legality in airspace violations, and Venezuela's interim government declared the US intervention barbaric, even as global institutions debated its legitimacy. But in that prison, nothing official mattered anymore. At night, now the block quiets down and the monitors flicker. I sometimes hear those same chanting tones. Low, rhythmic, like a hum between heartbeats. Guards rotating through C-108 often wake up the next day with whispered fragments of language they've had never heard before. Some say the voices are calling names. Some say they heard their own. Every so often I walk past the empty doorway of Eve, and the camera distortion returns. Static ripples like water, and I swear, in that noise there's something moving asterisk behind asterisk. The frame just out of reach, just out of sight, and in a way I can't explain. I believe it was never just a man we locked away that night. What came into that cell along with him didn't walk in flesh. It walked in shadows, and it learned our names. Every time the lights flicker and the air chills at midnight, I remember it. Remembering is the worst punishment of all. And if you want to uncover what happened next, the night the voices began answering back, make sure you asterisk. Asterisk subscribe now. Asterisk asterisk. And don't miss the continuation of this true-style prison mystery.